Hello gamers and welcome back. Today I have a great video for you. This one will be a guide from Heroes of the Storm. Actually we are in a technical alpha, as you may know right now. I've been playing for nearly a month, let's say. And since I decided that Tychus will be my main in this game, and since I poured quite a lot of hours, he's level 10 right now. So I decided to make a guide and let you know my build of preference. There are a lot of ways to build a hero, but I think I have found the most balanced one that combines utility with damage and survivability. So let's jump right into a training match. We should do something like this.
Yeah.
Right, so like I said, there are a lot of ways to build him. I will explain my reasons and why I prefer to build him like I do. Now, firstly, let me explain to you the skills that he has. Tychus has, let's say, a specialty. He has the fastest attack speed in the game, but in order to start firing, he needs to round up his minigun first. So there is a small delay at first when he starts firing. It's like 1 second and a half, something like that, before he can start firing. But he has his skill, the overkill, that allows him to target an enemy and shoot him while he moves. Also, this starts the minigun instantly. Also, the overkill fires in a cone in front of Tychus, which means that the main target that you have and in a cone around him, all these enemies take damage. Full damage on the main target and a portion of that damage on the cone. Now, his W is his frag grenade. It's a simple skill shot, as you can see over here. It fires a grenade, and the important thing is that although the grenade does a fair amount of damage, the important thing is that the grenade has a knockback, which is very, very cool, and I will show you in a bit. Tychus, as far as mobility goes, is not very mobile, and that's where the run and gun enters in place. Run and gun is an ability that allows Tychus to charge in a direction and instantly round up the minigun. So I can charge over here, and as you can see, the minigun has started at full speed. Let me show you up here. Notice the minigun is still, and now is moving. So let me show you what this means in actual combat. As you can see, let me show you first the delay on the firing mode. Let's do that. See? There was a small delay before he can start firing. Let's see. There. Now, what overkill does, like I said, it locks on the enemy. So, if the range is this one, if I lock on Alphas, you can see that I can move around and shoot. Just because when I don't have the skill activated, I lose DPS, of course, and I lose time. So, remember when I told you that the grenade has a knockback? You can shoot the grenade there, behind the enemy, and knock him in front of you. So you can close the distance with your enemy. Or if you have an ally here, you can shoot over here and create distance. So you can save an ally or help him in a team fight. Now on the E, remember that I told you that actually rounds up your minigun instantly. The minigun remains still. If I charge over here, I can start shooting instantly on Athas, as you can see. So a nice trick that you can do is that you can use your grenade to throw your enemies in front of you and then close the distance and start firing him with the minigun. So let's do it like that, and then you remain on them and you lead them with your minigun like that. Also remember that when your minigun is active, you can re-click the ability in order to change target. I've seen many people, let me show you over here. Let's say that I cast on Athas, I change. So if your main target dies, you don't stay around like an idiot shooting from the air. Now, we don't need the minions anymore. Let me show you the build, how I built him in talents. Now, at level 1, he has 3 specific choices from his kit. The armor-piercing rounds that bonus damage of your main target by 20%. Your shredder grenade that increases the frag grenade radius that by 25%. And your dash increases the range so you can charge in a longer distance. You can use that if you are afraid of your survivability, but I think the armor-piercing rounds are no-brainer for level 1. Let's level up a bit. Let us level him to level 20 and I will show you why. So, at level 7, at level 4, we have the toughest choices for me. At first we have the Vampiric Assault, which each basic attack heals you for 50%. Now, the reason why this is a big skill is that with attack speed that Tychus has, since he has the fast attack speed in the game, the lifesteal is very good on him because he replenishes his life very fast. So this is a very valid skill to take. Spray and Pray increases your range by 15% of your skill, so you can lock on enemies from a longer distance. You have Melting Point that increases damage to minions and structures that leaves a dot on the enemy's minions and structures for quite a lot, as you can see over here at level 20. And you have the focus attack too, and for me I have figured out that this one for Tychus is the best because as you can see over here, every 10 seconds your next basic attack deals 50% additional damage. But the important thing is that for each basic attack, this cooldown is reduced by 1 second, which means that with the attack speed that Tychus has, actually 1 hit over 3 is critical. Now, let me show you on a fort.
Choose a talent.
Let me show you on a fort. So, let's say that this is the enemy's fort, right? Just take notice how many criticals he does. 1, 2, 3. So, as you can see, the damage is quite substantial. Damage is quite substantial, and just because this, in conjunction with the skill talent at level 7, it's a lot more potent. At level 7, he can choose from firing the grenade in a longer distance and the rapid fire. This is amazing because after attacking for 3 seconds, you gain 50% more attack speed. So, he has even more attack speed. Now, take notice how fast he shoots and how many criticals they apply. So, let's go and have the minigun. See, have you seen the difference in the attack speed? Look how fast he demolishes the tower. Again, count to 3 and check the increase on the attack speed. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Crit, crit, crit. There. He's a monster with in sieging and killing enemies. With a very nice placement, Tychus devastates anything. So that's why I prefer that skill. Now, on level 10, he can choose from 2 heroic abilities, from the Odin robot, mech, let's say, and the Dragon Laser Drill. Now, what the Dragon Laser Drill is that it calls down a laser that targets automatically a random enemy, or you can choose where to shoot. You can target it. What I don't like about this ability is that the drill is stationary at a point, and it also has a dying time. let's say. So not only it has a life bar, but it has its own timer on it. So it doesn't remain alive forever. But I don't like it very much because since combat is highly mobile in this game, very often in a team fights, or it gets destroyed instantly, or just the enemies move away and this is useless after 2-3 seconds. It doesn't remain alive long enough for it to do enough damage in order to justify the skill point. That's what I'm saying. On the other hand, though, the Commander Odin is very nice. It's very potent. What you gain with this ability is that you gain an extra life bar, as you can see over here, instant life bar. You gain shit tons of damage, as you can see, 500 per shot. You can have the Annihilate with a direct skill shot on a straight line, and your rockets, Ragnarok missiles, refresh force and resist cooldowns. So, the Thor, he has a massive range on his skill shots. He can fire all the enemies, and he has amazing damage on his normal abilities and on his basic attacks, actually. And he's amazing on sieging enemy forts. So that's why I very much prefer the Odin, just because he can save your life with the extra health bar. He's amazing in team fights and in sieging positions. And at level 20 I will show you what else he gains. Now, on level 13 he gains an interesting talent. He has the Giant Killer, which increases the basic attack damage by 0.5 on enemy's hero health. This is percentage, so it's very strong. You gain the Lead Rain that actually slows on slows the target that you use the overkill on. Steam Pack that after you use run and gun you gain attack speed and movement speed for 3 seconds. So you can charge, you can stay on an enemy when your overkill is down. And Relentless, that yeah, okay, it's quite generic that. So you must take into consideration though that Lead Rain by itself is not very potent, but it could be if you check the abilities on level 16. On level 16 he has Executioner, which deals 40% more damage against slowed, rooted or stunned enemies. What this means is that you can use your Lead Rain, slow your enemies, and together with your Executioner you deal a lot more damage. But I used to take these skills, but I don't anymore, and I explain to you why. I take the Giant Killer for the extra damage, and I use the Concussion Grenade. I have found that the utility that this gives you is quite strong. It increases the knockback of the frag grenade by 100%. So, if we use the minions to show you the ability here. Remember that I told you that you can use a grenade in order to bounce the enemy in front of you to set up kills, or you can throw him away. Now, since now you have 100% more knockback distance, look at that. So you can see that you can actually literally block an enemy from actually escaping. And also you can, let's say that this is your enemy, your ally, and you want to save him like that. You can throw him back and allow your hero to gain distance from your enemies. So I believe that this is a lot more powerful. Look at that. He literally jumped behind me. And as you can see, let's say that I am here right now, I am taking damage. Just activate the Odin and start nuking your hero. Just remember to go away in time. in order to escape the combat. Okay, we don't need this anymore.
You're rushing me.
It has the forts. Alright, so now that's why I prefer in 1117 the concussion grenade, because I think that it offers a lot more versatility in the gameplay. Now on level 20, the Odin gains the ability to fire nuclear missiles. Those missiles have huge range and they do crap tons of damage. So let me fire it up. Look at the distance that you can fire from. So the nuclear missile did 700 damage. The missiles, as you can see, do a nice amount of damage. And the siege potential of the Thor is actually amazing. And just because he does so much damage on his auto attacks, this ultimate is one of the best that I have seen until now. It can save your life with the extra health bar, and it can provide huge amounts of damage on the enemy. Just stay behind your team, nuke them from afar, use your auto hits. Remember to use your auto hits because they do so much damage. And yeah, it's a very nice skill. So just to round up the abilities here, armor piercing rounds, focus attack, rapid fire, of course Odin, giant killer, concussion grenade, and big red button. Now there are a lot more there are other skills in here that are very legit. For example, you can use vampiric assault or spray and pray. Those work very nice. For me, this one is a taker. This one is a taker too. On here, you can take your lead rain, and afterwards you can take your executioner for the slow and the extra damage that stacks with the slow. And of course, big red button here.
Walk the walk.
So that was a guide for Tychus, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for more. I have other heroes that I liked very much that I won't tell you about them. I really hope that you found this guide informative, or it gave you some ideas of how you can build Tychus and what you can play around. Throw a like if you did enjoy this episode, and I will certainly see you next time. Goodbye, guys.